Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we are doing a Sephora haul. The Sephora VIB Rouge sale just ended a couple of days ago and I picked up some goodies. Let me start by saying I did not stick to my list whatsoever, like not at all, not even kinda. Not even a little bit. I bought the things that were on my list and then I proceeded to buy more things. I was very adamant about saying that I was only going to buy 6 things. I don't know who I thought I was when I said that I was only going to buy 6 things. The last day of the sale, I was kind of like, what life am I living? I walked into Sephora like 30 minutes before closing and I was like, give me all of the things. So I definitely strayed from the things that I said that I was going to purchase. Basically what happened is the first day of the sale, me and my mom went shopping. I had my bag, she had her bag. We were kind of picking up the things that were on our lists. She was like, don't even worry about it, just here. You know, when we're in the line, she's just kind of like, and go ahead and add this stuff too, to the cashier, pointing at me and my bag. And I was like, what, Mom, you're going to buy me my stuff? And then I got all excited. So in my mind, that meant that I was able to do more shopping. The logical thing to do would have been to put that money in my savings account or put it towards a cell phone bill or, you know, food for the week. But I was like, this means that I get to buy more makeup. And that's exactly what I did. If you're interested in all of the things that I did pick up during the Sephora VIB sale, then you are definitely in the right place and you are for sure gonna want to go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so I do want to start by saying that a couple of these things I did pick up before the Sephora VIB sale. If you watched my last haul video, which I will link right here, somewhere in one of these little situations, you'll see that I didn't finish going over everything that I picked up because that video got pretty long. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pull things out of the bag, but know that a couple of these things were purchased pre-VIB sale. So the first thing that I picked up is this bad boy. This, and honestly, this was not on my list. I didn't even know that this had been released. Had I known that it was going to be released, it absolutely 100% would have been on my list. This retailed for $45 and it kept going in and out of stock. I want to say the day before the sale ended, I was online just kind of seeing if anything new had popped up and I saw that these came back in stock, so I bought them immediately. So you're basically essentially getting 3 beauty blenders for $45. So typically 3 beauty blenders, if you purchase them separately, would cost you $60 because they're $20 a piece. So you're basically getting one for half price, but by the time you tack on the 20% off extra on top of this, you're essentially getting one for free. I prefer personally the black beauty blenders, but I just couldn't pass this up. This is the Beauty Blender Pretty in Pink set. And yeah, I just thought it was a really great deal and I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. And it's basically just 3 different variations of the full size beauty blender. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection. So the next thing that I picked up, which was on my list, and the whole world has been talking about this and everybody has been raving about it. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. And this is 2.54 ounces and it does retail for, I believe this retails for like $28 or so. I will have all the prices for everything linked down below. And this is one of those products that has been super hyped up. I've seen so many people talking about, so many people saying how absolutely amazing that it is. So I definitely wanted to get my hands on it. You guys know that I'm a sucker for a good setting mist and setting spray. I'm a sucker for makeup in general, who am I kidding? But this is something that I definitely wanted to try. And I believe you can use this to set your makeup, prep for makeup, and also as like a refresher. And this is the packaging here. And let's go ahead and open it up. And then this is the bottle here. For a setting spray, it actually looks a little bit smaller than what I was expecting, but I also think that it's a little bit, I don't know that it's necessarily smaller or if it's just a little bit more round than the average setting spray. And I think you're supposed to give it like a really good shake. Oh, it smells like a Jolly Rancher. Like it smells really good. The mist is super fine. Oh my gosh, that smells delicious. And I just had to get my hands on it because so many people have been raving about this. So I will keep. Alright guys, and the next thing that I picked up is by Sol de Janeiro, and this is the Glowmotions Rio Sunset Glow Oil. I picked this guy up because of Kathleen Lights. If you're not familiar with my channel, or if this is maybe the first video of mine you are watching, I started a series on my channel recently where I pick a more popular influencer, beauty influencer, and I purchase a bunch of things off of a few of their favorites videos, and then I test them out, I try them out, and then I tell you guys what I think about this particular product. Kathleen has been raving about this item for such a long time. Summer's coming up and I just wanted to go ahead and give it a shot. So this is the packaging here. And then you get 2.5 fluid ounces. And I wanted this when it originally launched a long time ago, but people always kind of complained about the fact that this product did not have a pump. But I'm pretty sure it definitely has a pump now. And since I have my shoulders kind of exposed, we're going to go ahead and test it out. Now, this is not the color that I personally would have picked up for myself. I probably would have gone with the lightest shade, but Kathleen says that this is the particular one that she liked the most, so that is why I grabbed it. It's coming out. Oh, I think it locks. Okay. So that's it right there. Oh, it's definitely a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be. Hello. Oh, it smells nice. Okay, I'm into that. So that's really nice. That's going to be perfect for summertime. Ooh, that just gave a really healthy glow, you guys. I really like that. I think that that is really, really pretty. I can't wait to test and play with that a little bit more. I'm really enjoying the way that this looks. This is an item that I definitely did pick up before the sale, but I knew I wanted to grab it because I had to complete my collection. You guys, do I look like a glowing goddess? Like I keep seeing this glow in my monitor, and I'm loving it. But anyways, the next thing that I picked up, and again, I picked this up before the sale actually started. This is the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. I have a very special place in my heart for Urban Decay. Urban Decay was the first high-end brand that I purchased outside of MAC. The original Naked palette was the first high-end full-on eyeshadow palette that I ever purchased, and I just knew that I was going to have to get my hands on this. And this is the packaging here, and it feels different than their other packaging. It's almost like plushy. It doesn't have the more velvet feel of the original Naked palette, and it's also not like the tin cardboard or the tins of the more recent ones. But the packaging on here might be one of my favorites. It looks really, really cool and really, really pretty. Are those flowers? I think those are flowers. So I really like the packaging on this. And when you open it up, this is what the actual palette itself looks like. So the first thing that I noticed upon opening it up is that it does not come with a brush. And the next thing that I'm noticing while looking at it is the shade Bribe and the shade Blur are actually a little bit bigger than the rest of the pans. But it actually looks really, really pretty. My eye is going straight to this shade right here, which is called Dreamweaver. Let's give that a swatch. That's that shade swatched right there. I feel like this would make a really pretty like brown smoky eye, this palette. And it also has more of like a peachy shade in there, which I've been really, really into peachy eyeshadows recently. When it comes to Urban Decay, I'm just super nostalgic when it comes to their products. I tend to buy a lot of their stuff just because they hold a really, really special place in my makeup love and heart. We're gonna move along. I went ahead and pulled out a couple of products that I have already tried. So I just filmed a video testing out Samantha Ravindal's favorites. As I mentioned a little bit ago, I am testing out a bunch of YouTubers' makeup or favorite makeup, and then I am basically putting it all over my face, and then I am making videos about their favorite products and what I think about them. So I picked up 3 products. 2 of them I picked up because of Samantha Ravindal. 1 of them I picked up because I just wanted to buy anyway, and it happened to be a product that she mentioned in her favorites. Oh my gosh, this stuff, like it smells like, and it lingers, and it smells so freaking good. I cannot get over it. So I picked up something by Fenty Beauty, and this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Sun Stalk'r Bronzer, and I picked mine up in the shade Into Sun. As we already know, Rihanna absolutely kills it when it comes to packaging, so no surprise there. And of course, I have already opened this and tested this. I've worn it 1 time, and I really, really enjoyed it. So this is what the packaging looks like. Just super beautiful. And the actual product on the inside, again, I don't have like a review or anything because I've only used it the once, but it was really nice and I was really impressed and I really enjoyed it. So I picked up the shade Into Sun, which is pretty light. I'm not gonna lie. I was able to build it up and make it work for me. I picked up this particular shade because that's the one that Samantha Rovendal mentioned in her particular video. Had I been purchasing it just for myself, I probably would have gone with the next shade up, but I can make this work. I typically don't tan too much and get too dark in the summertime, so this is something that I can use probably year round, but it's just everything about this bronzer. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. It just gives the most subtle bronzy or contour, because I could use this for a contour if I wanted to, and it just gives you just like a natural contoured and bronzed look, and it just looks so nice on the skin. I think I'm gonna love this. I think that this is gonna be a product that I reach for a ton in the summertime, or maybe all year around. I have been obsessed with the Morphe Glamour Bronze ever since I filmed the video testing out Jaclyn Hill's favorites. I cannot put that bronzer down, but I think this one might actually give that one a run for its money. So the next thing that I picked up because of that video is by the brand Kaja, and this is the Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio, and this I want to say retailed for $21 if I'm not mistaken, and I did pick mine up in the shade Toasted Caramel. I've only worn it the one time, so again, I don't have a lot to say about it, but I did like it. I think it was really pretty. I thought it had a lot of like high shine, high impact, and I want to say that this comes in about 3 or 4 different options, like the little bento boxes, and this is the cutest little thing. It's really small, it's really compact. Everything in here is going to be like a shimmer, metallic, high shine, glittery type situation. So if that's what you're into, I feel like you would just have to find the stack that works best for you, but they're so pretty. So there you go. Let me swatch that for you. That's it right there, and I barely tapped my finger into that, you guys. And let me swatch it out. That's the first one swatched. And then this is what the second one looks like. And you can just tell, I'm looking in my monitor and I can tell how reflective the product is just from the packaging. So that is the second shade right there. That's it right here. And then the third and final shade, which is going to be a little bit of a deeper option for you. And let's swatch that right here. And that is this guy swatched. So again, I've only worn it the one time, but I did like it. I did enjoy the look that came out of it. It was very effortless. It was very easy. There was fallout with it. So you definitely probably would want to do your eyes first, unless you're going to be super, super careful. So that is something to keep in mind. But for the price, and if you were curious about it, I definitely think that it is worth a look. I cannot get over the yummy, yummy, yummy goodness. The next thing that I picked up was the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer, and I picked mine up in the shade number 2. And I did enjoy this. I was wearing this for that particular video. It definitely had more coverage than I expected. It was lightweight. It was easy to blend out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing that I would have to say about this particular range of concealers is I feel like basically they need to extend their shade range. That's the easiest way to describe it, because I did have a hard time trying to decide which shade to go with. Shade 3 was too dark, but this one seemed too light, and I typically don't like to super highlight my under eyes. I typically like to buy a concealer that matches me almost as close to my skin tone and my foundation as possible. This one is a little bit lighter, so it definitely is a little bit more of a highlight shade on me, but it is a really, really nice concealer. A lot of people were talking about it when it first came out, and then everybody kind of stopped talking about it, but I like it. I don't know if it's going to replace any of my favorite concealers. So the Naked Skin concealer is one of my favorites. The Too Faced sculpting concealer, the Born This Way, from the Born This Way line, the one that comes in the fatter package, not the thinner one, is a concealer that I'm currently obsessed with. And I also really have been back into the Nars Radiant Creamy, but I like this. I think once I play with it a little bit more, it could very easily become a top contender for maybe the top 5 of my concealers. I'm here to tell you that it's a good product from the one time that I tried it, but you know, typically I'm pretty quick to be able to judge a product. If I don't like it the first time I try it, more times than not, I'm never gonna like it. So this is something random, but this was kind of like a Jaclyn Hill inspired purchase. This is basically just a set of, I guess, like facial razors. Now, I have no intentions of shaving my face. I probably should shave my face because I do notice that I do get a little bit on the more hairy side around like my sideburns and things like that, and I do notice that sometimes my bronzer doesn't lay as nicely because of that, but I'm not here for that. I'm not going to be that high maintenance to shave my face. So I decided to go ahead and pick these up because I am also the type of person who knows that they need to have their brows done, but then will wait another like month before I actually go get them done. So I figured that this would be a really cool way to kind of groom the tops of my brows. I feel like you can still kind of use tweezers to kind of tweeze the bottoms of the brows, but just to get all those stray hairs on top, I figured this would come in handy. I actually did try one yesterday or the day before, and it worked really easily. I was kind of nervous because I was afraid that what if I accidentally slipped and half of my brow disappeared? But they're easy to control. They're a very soft blade, if as soft as a blade can be. I guess harsh. They're not harsh is what I'm trying to go for. And it worked. It got all those hairs off the top of my brow off really, really easily. So they were like $6 and I was like, why not? Let's give it a go. I picked up the mini of the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and I like this. I, again, will link that video up in the cards, but on first impressions, I was very, very impressed by this mascara, and I regret not getting the full size. I really love how weighted the actual packaging is. It's super sleek. It's just overall a good mascara. It says, unique heart-shaped fibers thicken lashes for long-lasting volume, length, and curl. It has cannabis oil to nourish and condition for healthier looking lashes in one hit. It says that it catches, curls, and coats a pure pigment, intense black formula for defined clump-free lashes. And I feel like I agree with all of that. Again, I wish I had picked this up in the actual full size because I was thoroughly impressed by this particular mascara. So the next thing that I picked up was also something else that I picked up pre-Sephora VIB sale. And this was actually, it went on sale, I believe for 50% off. And I decided to pick it up. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing one. And Smashbox makes some pretty good primers. I can't believe I had a complete brain malfunction right there. And this used to be my favorite priming, pore filling primer. And then I fell in love with the Makeup Forever one. And then I fell in love with the Tarte Clean Slate. And I completely forgot about this one. But recently I had been going through a little mini travel size. I had pulled it out of my collection because I was trying to finish up a bunch of different makeup, and I fell in love with this particular primer again, and the fact that it went on sale kind of made me want to purchase it. I don't know that I would have purchased it had it not gone on sale, but I think it was like for 15 bucks or something like that, and I couldn't pass it up. So, and it is the primer that I'm wearing today, and I feel like it does a really, really great job of filling in your pores. And I do think that as far as application is concerned, this one is a little bit more forgiving. If you're not careful with the one from Tarte and you apply too much, it will kind of ball up on your skin and kind of roll up on itself. I do think that this one is slightly more forgiving, and I just picked it up because it was on sale. And I love testing out pore filling primers, and I feel like I bought all the things. So I also picked up a foundation. I said that I was going to pick up a foundation. I just wasn't sure what foundation that I was going to pick up. But as soon as I got to the store, I headed straight to the Laura Mercier section, and I knew that I wanted to pick up this guy. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I picked mine up in the shade 2-in-1 Cashew. The original formulation is one of my favorite foundations. It is in the top 5 for sure. For a very long time, it was the number 1. So I wanted to pick this up to see if there was even the possibility that I could love this, a more luminous, a little bit maybe of a more dewy type situation than this guy right here, which I do absolutely enjoy. And this is basically, it says that the Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundations delivers a perfectly luminous finish that looks flawless in any light. The weightless medium to full coverage formula looks and feels like second skin, improves skin's natural luminosity over time for lasting radiance. It hydrates, visibly smooths, and softens skins, and it provides 15 hours of moisturization. So everything about this foundation just sounded right. And if I like this foundation half as much as I loved this foundation, then I'm gonna love this. So it just I mean, there's definitely been some more foundations that have caught my eye since I purchased this one, like that Wander Beauty foundation. I kind of want to go online and pick up, even though now the sale is over, but I'm tempted to pick that guy up. And anyway, so many new amazing things are coming out after the sale ends, which I think is completely disrespectful, but it's okay. This is something else that I picked up before the sale. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio. I honestly just really wanted to test something else from Pat McGrath. I have one of her full-size eyeshadow palettes and one of her minis, and I've never tried anything else. So just one day I was just kind of like, I want to buy some makeup, and I somehow landed on this guy. When it comes to packaging, Pat McGrath I feel like has some really unique, beautiful packaging, and I really, really like it. Nobody else does stuff quite like her, and I think, so it basically just lifts off, and then it kind of opens like this. Let me see if I can show you guys. This highlight is broken. I don't want to pull it, I don't want to lift it all the way up because I don't want it to fall out. But I don't know if you can tell, it's not even secure in the pan at all. So that's kind of disappointing, especially for as expensive as it was. The only thing that sucks about that is none of the Sephora that's closest to me does not sell Pat McGrath. I'm gonna have to take this back to the store. So let me go ahead and just kind of close this guy up before the entire thing falls out, and then like I think this was like $55 or 60 bucks, will have been completely wasted. So let me put this somewhere safe and secure. Let's talk about something that was actually on my list. The Nars, this is the Nars Hot Nights Face and Eye Palette. And when I got to the store, I was going back and forth between this one and the more neutrally one, but I decided to go with this one. And when you look at it, it does look, let me see. When you look at it, it definitely looks kind of basic, and you kind of think like, but why do I want that though? Kind of situation, you know what I mean? But then when I was swatching them, there was just something special about this palette. I don't know how to describe it. I love Nars face palettes. Nars face palettes are something that I tend to collect, and it had been a while since I purchased one because I was kind of like, you know what, I have enough. But they are also the only face palettes where I actually hit pan on the shades. So, and I love the fact that this one came with eyeshadows. Now, originally I was going to get the one that was just a lot more bronzy, but I want to say that the highlighter in that one was too dark. I was in the store for the longest time with my mom, like going back and forth, like which one should I get, which one would be better for me, which one is prettier. And then I just really ended up settling on these more like purpley rosy tones right here. I thought that they were so pretty. I love the way that it looks like waves, like it just looks so inviting. And again, when you look at it at first glance, it's almost like, okay. But then when you swatch it, it just feels like butter, first of all. So there's the bronzer and the highlighter, and they're subtle but like beautiful at the same time. These eyeshadows, I don't know, they just felt really just like something, I don't know. It's just something that I just had to purchase. It's just something that I knew I wanted, and what excited me most about this particular palette is that it had no repeat shades. Like it didn't have Laguna, it didn't have Casino, you know, it didn't have like Hot Sands or any of those kind of products, or those products that Nars tends to put in a lot of their products. So that was one of the main reasons I was the most excited about it. And then I also just really enjoy Nars's face products. So I'm super excited to have that in my collection. There is definitely a ton more to go through, but I've also been sitting here talking for 40 minutes at this point. So I think we're gonna roll this over into another Sephora haul for another day. I know some of you guys don't mind longer haul videos, but like, I have a lot more stuff to talk about and go over. So I feel like this video is gonna be already plenty long enough. And yeah, this will just be another excuse for me to sit down and film another haul video, because I absolutely love filming haul videos and talking about makeup and playing with makeup and testing makeup, and it's just fun for me. Look at this glow though. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. I am super excited to test out some of these products, play with some of these products. I have a full face of first impressions video that I plan on filming tomorrow, talking about and testing some of these products. So come back for that. I actually don't know which one of those videos will be up first, this one or that one. Probably the full face of first impressions, so that way I can kind of spread the haul videos out a little bit more and it's not just a ton of haul videos. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you head out, because if you love haul videos, I am definitely the channel for you. I would really appreciate your support, and thank you for sticking it out to the end. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and give me your favorite emoji down below so I can know that you're one of the real ones. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!